All right, side-by-side flat load. This is going to be a short setback stretching backward deployment method. So what we're gonna do is we're still gonna grab this 100-foot loop. We're gonna shoulder everything, including and above that loop. Once we get it on our shoulder, we're gonna keep everything nice and tight. Make sure it comes out of the tray here, and then turn around, we're gonna grab some other loops here. So we're gonna put our hand through the 150-foot loop, we're gonna grab that skid loop, and we're gonna walk forward until that skid loop gets tight. All right, the skid loop, where that pony section's connected, got tight. We're gonna drop that. And this is our short stretch or our short setback. So we're gonna walk until we get to our doorway or our entry point. And if our 150-foot loop does not get tight, that's something that we have to identify that we might have to fix later. So we're gonna get that 150-foot loop out of our way, chuck it to the side, and now we can't stretch forward anymore because we're already at our door. So what we're gonna have to do is lay our hose pack down, our attack stack. Our standard should be leaving that nozzle and that 50-foot coupling at the door. So what we need to do is we need to pull the 25-foot mark and the 75-foot mark back to leave that nozzle and the 50 at the door. So Lee's just gonna estimate where those points are. He's gonna grab a couple flakes and walk back. He ended up grabbing the correct flakes, so it ends with our nozzle and our 50-foot coupling at the door. Another way that he could have done this, say that he was not able to identify that 25 and that 75, or he, for some reason, grabbed the wrong loops, or for some reason there was just a jumbled mess. Whenever he brought this 100-foot attack stack to the door, he could just grab that 50-foot coupling and walk that backwards 50 feet. This would then clean up all of this mess if you did get tangled up whenever you stretched it forward to the door. He's gonna keep that 50-foot coupling in his hands and walk it back, and now he ends up with that same standard of that 50-foot coupling and the nozzle at the door. So let's go back to where he stretched backward. He's got that 25 and 75 in his hands. Now he's at the point where he looks back at that 150-foot loop that he pulled. And if that did not get tight before, now is the time for him to clean that up and get rid of all those kinks. Once he's done that, he's saving the amount of steps that he takes. He can walk back up to the front door where he's got his nozzle and his 50-foot coupling.